Hey, what's up everybody, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings II as we are playing with the Lusignan Dynasty in our roleplay series. Alright, so last episode we finally had our first son. Good God, that took forever. Had to focus on family to get it done. But yeah, we finally have an heir. So that frees us up to kind of not, at least at the very least, not be so worried about whether or not we're going to have an heir. So one thing that I was wondering, as far as his name being the Cruel, is maybe it's because we've been assassinating these people, though I want to say that we did this after we got the name the Cruel. So I really don't know how the hell we got that. I'm kind of confused about why the hell we're being called the Cruel. Yeah, I guess these did happen after we got that name. So yeah, I don't know why they're calling us the Cruel. But it makes me feel like I have to live up to the name. We also gained a new duchy. I forgot about that. We did that last episode as well. So before we get started here, somebody had mentioned that they really don't like looking at the direct vassals map mode. They wanted me to go to the realms map mode. No guys, I just can't do it. First of all, I don't want to look at this brown France. And secondly, it doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't feel like there's any point having this when you're a duke, because you can't even see your own lands. You can't see what you own. But I understand what he's saying, like he doesn't know like who owns what. And I haven't really been taking a look at that much, so we're going to do that real quick before we begin here. We'll go ahead and take a look at what everybody is owning. Now, England's got a bunch of rebellions here, so that's why they have all these little patches here. You can see, okay, so yeah, is this all under, they're like, yeah, there's a King of Ireland over here, though he is under England. So what about Scotland? I think they are free. Yeah, King of Scotland is free. England is just ridiculously powerful. Remember, they have this territory over here as well, and maybe territory over here too. Yes, yeah, they own this territory as well. Is it all of Castile? No, not all of it, just this part here. So yeah, England has a lot of control over there, as well as over the territory here, because that's all under Aragon as well. And then, of course, we have the Holy Roman Empire, which is massive. It's gone deep into Italy. It's also in southern Italy as well. You've got Genoa as well, the Republic here. Let's take a look further north and east. We got Norway, Sweden, which looks like they're dealing with some rebellions right now. Denmark has expanded into northern Germany here, taking all this territory. We do have a Poland, has a bit of territory. Some very large states over here. But for the most part, it's nothing too different than what you'd expect from what you'd see from traditional playthroughs. Of course, over here things are different. Yeah, Anatolia is kind of weird because of things that have happened with all the crusades over there. All the crusades have been directed to Anatolia so far rather than the Holy Land. Just kind of swing over to India so you guys can take a look at what's going on over here as well. And here's got the Mongol Empire. Looks like they split these two territories here. So that's what's going on in the east. Just wanted to show you guys that before we started. Alright, so let's go ahead and let it roll. There's not really anything we need to do. We could give away some lands, but we've done a lot of that lately, and yeah, I don't want to give any more away. I know we're getting a little bit of penalty here. Why do we have such a okay, it just had to adjust. We're still making pretty good money, guys. 21.76. That's not bad. That's pretty good. So I feel like it's okay that we keep that extra. I think it's county. I believe one of your vassals can be discouraged. Okay, yes, so we've seen this event here. I'm not worried about that at all. He's not going to be causing us any problems. It does seem that he's 52 years old and he does not have an heir here that's a male. He's a female heir because his son did die. He was burned at the stake. Oh, good God. That's terrible. Was he a heretic or something? Let's just take a look. He's excommunicated. Not saying anything about him being a heretic, though. I don't know why he was burned at the stake. But taking a look at his daughter. His daughter's a decent character, I suppose. And she is already betrothed. Let's make sure that this isn't going to affect us at all. The Count... Oh, yeah, that could end up going outside of our lands, perhaps. It's not impossible that when he... Yeah. All right. So already we're having issues here. So that's a shame. We might have to deal with that in the future. But that doesn't really affect this here. I don't want to do anything with this. This is our bestest pal. We're not worried about him causing us any problems, and he's in the council as well, so nothing to worry about there. The reason why I don't use those, you know, unless I have good reason to, is because I think they do affect the opinion of the person. So if they already like you, there's really no reason to do it. We do have pretty high prestige. I wonder if, what are we currently doing? We're trying to groom an heir. Okay, we could cancel that. We could try and get that prestige one, though our prestige might be too high to already to be able to do it. Yeah, because there's that ambition for the real high prestige. Might not be able to enact it though, just because we're already pretty damn high. We're gonna keep the family focus for a little bit longer, guys. And I have been corresponding regularly with my sister, and always make sure to see her whenever I can get the chance. It's a harsh world, and family must stick together. So family first. And it does look like we love each other. All right, well that's fantastic. Alright, so that's one of the events that can fire with us having family as our focus. And we will continue keeping family as focus for a little while longer. Maybe we can have another child. Obviously, you always want an heir and a spare. As far as future wars, I'm kind of feeling like our character might be done with that for a little while. There are a lot of ducal lands that we have claim to, because we have the duchy title too. This is one of them, and then another one is, well, that's down here. That would require war with England. I'd be fully willing to go to war with England if our emperor was willing to do that. We don't have any more favors from him though, and the peasants are quite far apart and spread out. So this is another prosperity event. Yeah, we'll spend the gold, get the prosperity up. Don't quite have enough gold, I think, to build anything in our capital. No, can't build anything yet. We would need more technology to get all of these, unfortunately. And it seems that there is a war now. Looks like, wait a minute. Has declared Prince Albert's host claim on, oh. So there's a new, there's a faction war. Okay, interesting. We still have the war over here, which it looks like is going to be wrapped up soon. But yeah, there's a war against, who is this? Like, what lands does he hold? It doesn't look like he holds anything. Yeah, he doesn't hold anything. All right, who rebelled to try and put him on the throne? Not really seeing any rebels here. Let's just take a look at the realms map. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Maybe these. No, not them. Yeah, I don't know who's rebelling. It doesn't look like a very powerful rebellion though, so should be able to put it down relatively easy. You can see there's barely any men down there. I could go to war with the Duke here. He's not that powerful, and we could claim this province if we desired. I suppose there's that. But other than that, I don't think there's really anything we can do. This is all Anjou here, which I don't think we have. Yeah, we don't even have any provinces that are in that duchy. So yeah, it's really just this one. We could always make a claim and start moving into this territory, go to war with the Duke of Anjou. One problem with that, though, is that the Duke of Anjou, I think, might be allied to the Duke of Normandy. So that's kind of more powerful. He has 4.83 thousand men as well. It'd be a tough fight going to war over there. And looks like he already finished up the war against Prince Albert. That was not very long. That was much quicker than I thought it was going to be. I figured he'd win, but I didn't expect it to be that quick. And our Baron has approached us. He's our steward. He says, I have a great idea for a monument, something to raise our cultural status and make the people notice what a great ruler you are. It would require some gold and your patience, and the work would take a year to complete. So be it. Surprise me, I say. I was going to look to see if I could build something, but we just spent all of our money, so we'll have to wait until we get a bit more. But yeah, we're earning pretty good money, so I don't really feel like we need to give up that county. And besides, there's not really anybody to give it to, honestly. We do need to arrange a marriage for our son, but I'm going to wait till he gets a little bit older, because I was kind of looking around at marriages, and there's not a whole lot of opportunities that can for sure be beneficial to us. For instance, their situation here, oh, never mind, he had a son. All right, he must have just recently had that son. Yeah, because he was at a point where his brother Guy was going to inherit, and his brother Guy had a young daughter around the same age as our daughter. So maybe it would have been a good marriage. But yeah, there was a lot of, he's a young guy, his brother's pretty young. So the chance that he was going to inherit was pretty small, which of course, it looks like he had a son, so that's not going to happen. So the Emperor wants our support on the council, and I would like a favor from him. So yeah, let's accept it. And hopefully it's not anything that's going to hurt us that we would end up voting for. I have been spending more time with my wife lately, and though of course we did not marry for love, okay, so love is growing in between us. So we're getting good opinion boosts with our family. I have learned to take pride in my actions and in my great family. I have lost the humble trait. Oh. We are no longer humble because of our family focus. That's interesting. So that may change a few things. All right, so yeah, we are no longer a humble character, so we no longer need to, you know, base our actions based on that trait. So he ended up voting for the ruler title Grant Sovereignty, which I'm absolutely fine with that. The ruler should have the ability to grant titles to whoever he wants. Maybe he'll want to grant one to us. So yeah, that should pass, hopefully. And that'll be beneficial, maybe. So he's approved it. Excellent. What titles does our emperor hold, by the way? So he holds the Duchy of Paris, the County of Paris. He holds a barony as well, a couple baronies. All right, so he doesn't really hold much. So you really couldn't ask him for much. But remember, he is set to inherit this massive territory down here. This is his mother, who is 61 years old. And so when she dies, the emperor will inherit all this. That's a lot. And maybe he'll start passing out some claims. He probably won't be able to hold all of it. I definitely want to pay attention to that. Make sure we know when he gains those titles. Maybe he'll grant us something. So we can take a look at our lands, see if there's anything we can build. Not really doing anything right now. So let's go ahead and take a look and see. I don't think there's any. Yeah, we already checked here. There's not really anything we can build there. We can check over here in our capital. It does look like we can get the militia training ground. So yeah, let's do that. Let's get that building. All right, just improve our troop numbers, which are currently at 10.69 thousand. We do have a lot of troops. And the monument promised by Baron Nicholas is finished. Upon unveiling, a statue of yourself is revealed, and you notice the crowd smiling and giving you a round of applause. I can say I have no words. We will gain prestige and he'll be grateful. Or we can say it's too much, remove it, and then we'll regain the humble trait, and he'll be disappointed. Well, we are no longer humble. If we were humble, then I would have said this. But since we're no longer humble, we have a lot of pride now for our family. I say I have no words. We'll gain prestige, and of course, the Baron will be grateful that we approved of his project. So yeah, I kind of feel like declaring war would be a good idea. Maybe declaring war over here, just because this Duke is incredibly weak. Just looking at the Duke, 3.38 thousand men, not a lot of men. We could probably seize that title. There's no real reason why we wouldn't. As our character, of course. Yeah, I don't really see any reason why we wouldn't. I think we'll probably leave our family focus here for one more year, and then I think we'll end up changing that. I don't know what we'll change it to just yet, but it's probably not going to be a warfare focus, so it won't affect when we go to war here. So our wife has asked us to consider for the position of Chancellor in your council. While you are sure she would be up to the task, it would be an unconventional choice, if not an outright scandalous one. I mean, she has a fantastic diplomacy. She's only supplanting a mayor, but it would probably piss off all of our vassals. Just taking a look here. She becomes Chancellor, and she gets happy. And of course, it's a scandalous counselor, so our vassals do not like it. Well, what is our current opinion with their wife? I mean, she likes us enough, I suppose, for us to. Yeah, I don't see us. I mean, we love her and all, but would we do that? Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, we're kind and all, but that's. Yeah, that would be a stupid move to put your wife in a position that would piss off all your vassals. I think it'd be kind of a dumb move. I don't see our character doing that, honestly. Yeah, there's no real reason I see us doing it. Yeah, so I would say that it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for us to do that. So I would say, how dare you suggest something so inappropriate? So she'll be a little bit unhappy with us, but it's not really that big of a deal. So yeah, let's, you know what, let's, I think we will declare war on this guy. He's not very powerful, and we have the favor from our emperor in case he decides to try and impose realm peace. Yeah, I think it would make sense for us to declare war for the claim that we have here. Okay, so this one would be if there was more than one county that we have claim to, which I'm pretty sure we don't. Just looking at, yeah, I mean, it's just this one province, which we happen to have a claim to. So yeah, I would say we would just declare war for that one county because it doesn't cost us the prestige. If you look at this one, it does cost 250 prestige to do that. So yeah, we would do this one. And yeah, the council definitely would support that. So let's go ahead and declare war. I think we should be able to defeat him. It's going to be a tougher battle than some of the past battles that we've done. We have this massive army though, so yeah, I don't know why we wouldn't make use of it. And technically that's our lands. We're the Duke of Berry, we hold claim to that. It should be in our hands, of course. So let's go and raise our personal levies. I'm not going to raise up the vassal levies unless we need them, which hopefully we do not. Let's go and get all of our armies assembled here. And our steward has collected a special tithe. Excellent. It seems that the stewards always get you that special tithe right when you go to war, which is always incredibly helpful. I should have probably saved up a bit more money before we went to war, now that I think about it, because yeah, we're losing a ton of money. So let's go ahead and merge our guys and put our commanders in place here. We're going to want our second best guy here. We do not have a lot of great commanders. Let me just take a look if there's anybody else that we can appoint to the commander position. No, it's got to be somebody that's not currently on our council. There is the bishop here, who is decent. Yeah, the bishop's not bad at all. We'll place the bishop there, and then let's go ahead and, I don't think we need this mayor here. Let's go ahead and resign him, and then we'll go ahead and place Thomas as well. Yeah, the mayor, he's decent too. And maybe we'll take a look at other characters, see if there's anybody here. Now, when I looked at this, I think it was last episode, or no, it was the episode before that. I looked at this, I had something up here when I did that search for that one countess, so that was the reason why there was nobody who was willing to join our court, because I'm a dummy. So let's go culture group and join court, and then we want men. All right, so let's take a look if there's any good options for military commanders. It seems, yeah, we got a couple good options, in fact. Yeah, not bad at all. Let's take a look and see what traits they have. He's slothful. I don't think that affects his military ability too much, not just as marshal by 1. He's a direct leader, so this guy has extra bonus here, so he's probably the best option, honestly, though he's fat. Yeah, he's a big old fat dude. You know what? This guy's younger, so let's go with him. Let's see if we can't get him to come to our court. Invite to court. Yes, and then we'll make him a commander. But for right now, let's just place the characters that we currently have, which would be, I mean, they're pretty decent anyway. The bishop on the right flank and Thomas on the left flank. All right, so let's go and see if we can't catch them here. They're going to get there on the 24th of March. We will hit them on the 21st. So yes, we will be able to catch them. We're going to get their main army destroyed, which should tick up. Hold on, what's this? But yes, that's right. We asked him to come to court, and he agreed. He brought his wife as well. All right, awesome. So this should get us up to like 75% or so. Look at us up at the 54%. All right, not bad. Got some prestige too. Excellent. And we did capture a mayor in battle. Perfect. Let's take a look and see if we actually want to do anything with him. If we want to get rid of him, or maybe ransom him off, perhaps. I don't know. We'll take a look. So let's see what his traits are and stuff first. Yeah, he's not great in as a commander. So yeah, I don't really care if we give him back. And it would be useful for getting some money to pay for this expensive ass fucking war. So yeah, maybe we will go ahead and ransom him, ransom the prisoner. We'd get 25 gold since he is a mayor. So yeah, let's ransom him. I have no reason to keep this guy. And then let's go ahead and attack right there. Knock out that 855 men. All right, he accepted the ransom, of course, and got us a little bit more money. Got some more change in war square there. We're at 72%. There's not really any other large armies for us to attack, so let's go ahead and work on taking the main province that this is over, and that should get the war score where we need it to be. So Marshall has initiated a massive recruitment drive. Excellent, good job, proud of you. So he has raised up more armies as well, but yeah, there's not really a significant number of troops that he has under his control right now. So it's fine. And looks like we're losing a lot of men here. It's not going well. But we'll go ahead and take that, siege that down, because as I said, this should hopefully get us the war score we need to finish the conflict up. And rumors of a traitor. Good God. Oh, well, that's a good thing, actually. My bad. Yeah, we want a traitor. He has 1,100 men. So defeating him would actually get a significant increase in war score. But I do want to go ahead and complete this since we're almost done. We're at 90.9%. When casually strolling around the premises, as one often do, you come across Duke Benoit sitting at his desk, overburdened with work. Seeing this as the perfect opportunity to help him out and perhaps gain a favor in return, you offer a helping hand. He looks at you with heavy eyes and after a moment decides to accept your offer. So yeah, are we trying to sway him right now? I'm not trying to sway him. This is the Duke of Champagne, which is currently the guy we're at war with. So this would result in That's weird. Yeah, that's like super, super weird. This is the guy we're at war with. And we're going to help him out. And we're going to get a favor from him. That's awesome. All right, that is the guy we're at war with, right? Yeah, that's the guy we're at war with. Huh. Yeah, interesting. We did finish this up. It wasn't quite enough. That's a shame. But let's go ahead and attempt to defeat these guys. Make sure that they're not... Well, they're going to try and take off. All right, we'll engage them here then. And see if... can't get them defeated. Looks like, yeah, that we're not able to. We're going to have to attack here. No, let's attack here. Yeah, we're having trouble getting them. But let's just chase them around, I suppose. We're at 83% right now. And we're able to engage them there. Excellent. The Battle of Bourbon. Foggy weather is getting to me. Turning to the sky, I take a deep breath. The pompous soldiers of Duke Benoit have been sending their best at me, and my limbs are becoming heavier with each step I take. Oh no. So I don't think so. I'll dual Commander Aubrey myself. So this would result in us getting the Brave trait. The option is available because you are a worse dueler than Prince Bishop Aubrey. And we chase him down for a personal duel, and then we gain the Brave trait. Which actually does increase our personal combat skill. If I accept any injury if it protects Bourbon. So we get a black eye, -5 combat skill, a little bit less health, and 80% chance that we get the Brave trait. I think I'll rest behind this large rock for a moment, and then we'll become a Craven. Let me just take a look at this character, see what his dueling skill currently is. He's got a dueling skill of 10, while we have 0. Getting the Brave trait would then put us equal with him. It's risky. We could end up dying and leaving our son on the throne. What would he do? Let me just take a look. He's an angry dude. So yeah, he might be willing to go after him. It's hard to say. Yeah, it's really hard to say. I could see him probably going after him. That's the malnourished trait that's reducing our combat skill by so much. But yeah, I could definitely see him going after him. He's a tough soldier. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Let's go after him. And you don't get duels very often, so they're always kind of fun. So a duel on the plains, a simple fight for glory or not, and I think that did give us since we now have the Brave trait, we actually have the exact same combat skill as him now. So a simple fight for glory or not, Prince Bishop Aubrey has an air of unquestioned confidence about him. When I charge, he snickers. At the end of it all, I'm lying on the ground after my opponent made sure to tear a severe gash across my chest. Ooh. So we lose the duel. We gain the trait severely injured. Our duel experience increases though. And of course we don't like him as much because he did injure us. So yeah, that's bad. All right, so yeah, we are severely injured. Hopefully we don't die. But I knew the risk when we dueled him, that there was always the risk that we could get severely injured. I felt it more fitting for our character being this angry ass dude on the field of battle. So we did win the battle. That put it up to 85%. It looks like we just got the same goddamn trait. Would we? Why? Yeah, we wouldn't want to duel him again. We lost the last time. That'd be stupid. And now we have a lower combat skill. Let's say I'll accept any injury. Yeah, that sucks that we just got another injury. Why did we get the same goddamn event? That's weird. We have a swollen wrist as well. This will expire in November. All right. So let's, I guess, attack right here and try and take the rest of the areas there. And our wife is pregnant again. Excellent. Fantastic. I was hoping that we'd get another pregnancy out of this family focus before we removed it. So the peasantry is complaining. All right, that's fine. They're complaining about the steward, and we did win the battle, and that gave us a little bit more war score. Of course, we're gonna go ahead and stay here, and he did raise up another army as well. All right, so he's got like another 700 something men or so, maybe 800 men. But let's finish sieging down this province. That might be enough. This is the church here. Also gives us a nice little bit of money, which we could use because we're starting to run low on money. So we've finished it up, got 20 gold, and we're at 96%. So we could engage his army again, which would probably tick it up just enough, or we could just stay here and take the city down. I think we probably will just take the city. It'd probably be the quickest way to do this. My wife has asked me to buy her some new clothes because of the pregnancy. She has outgrown most of her wardrobe and now feels frustrated for not having anything nice to wear whenever she needs to make an appearance in court. So due to our high diplomacy skill, we can say, my dear, you do not need new clothes. You are already wonderful. She'll become flattered. We can spend the gold, and that will increase prestige, and she'll become flattered. Well, we're in the middle of war, so I think it would make sense to just flatter her, and as a kind person, definitely something I think our character would do. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's flatter her. And plus, we need the money for the conflict right now. There's more important things than clothes, my dear. The defenders launch an unsuccessful raid. And the horrific wound from your maiming is now stinking and oozing pus. The pain is deliberating, and the courtiers are avoiding you like death itself. Oh, wow. All right, so we've gained an infection, and we've gained scarred, but we are no longer severely injured. All right, so that's a shame. All right, maybe we should see the doc for the infection. Yeah, I think that would makes some sense to try and see if we can't see the doc. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not seeing the option to see the doctor. We do have a doctor, right? I don't actually know that we do. Yeah, we have a court physician, but apparently we can't. For whatever reason, we cannot go see him. Maybe because we're in battle right now, because we're leading our own troops. Not entirely sure, honestly. But I kind of feel like it would make sense for us not to be leading the troops anymore. Well, our marshal's still pretty high. Yeah, let's just finish the war. Let's finish the conflict. We're almost done. We got this siege done. Hopefully our character doesn't die. It's definitely a possibility. This war will end up killing him. And that was all that we needed to finish up the conflict. So let's go ahead and offer peace, enforce demands, and we have now gained a new county. Excellent. But it was a costly war. Our guy got injured. So that's not good. All right, so we now have a new county under our hands. This is a young man. It's the Count Henry, and he kind of likes us, I suppose. He's a fussy little baby. And yeah, he has decent feelings about us, so that's good. All right, and it didn't increase our realm size anymore. However, it actually got lowered because of our lowered traits. Yeah, because of all the problems that we have here, like with the infection. Yeah, the infection's reducing the stewardship there. We did get some good traits out of the conflict. Of course, we got the Scarred trait, which gives you more prestige. We also got the Brave trait, which increases our morale, morale defense, personal combat skill, vassal opinion, and our martial ability. Hopefully we don't die, though. And a son has been born. Excellent. So we now have a new son. So I actually have a suggestion for a son name. So this was a suggestion from one of our patrons, Albert, for a second son. So yeah, this is the first time we got a second son. He gave this suggestion. Oh, good God. I think that was like 5 videos ago. So we just now got our first second son though. So yeah, we're going to name him Albert. I know that that's slightly, I gotta change my keys back. I know that's slightly more English, I suppose. But yeah, it works. So that'll be our second son. And for his focus, well, we need to pick something. Oh, he's a sickly baby. Yeah, he might not make it. All right, well, that's a shame. So looking at our character traits for, what we might want him to focus on. I mean, remember, he's a kind guy. So once again, I don't think struggle works. We're a more proud person though. So maybe we'll go with pride this time. Yeah, because we already have one on this side. Not the most religious. I don't see us going that way. Just looking at him again. Yeah, I think we'll maybe go with pride. We could also go along one of these routes as well, duty or thrift. But I think this one makes the most sense since we did just get those family events regarding family pride. So yeah, let's go with that one. We'll have him focusing on pride. My court physician, Albert, is worried about my newborn son. Albert, did I put a D on there? Oh God, I did put a D on there. Luckily, you can change it. Jesus. Let's change that. I don't know how that happened. Oh yes, that's right. I was trying to move around, and I actually put a D there because I didn't have my WSD key set. So, yeah, he's now Albert. My court physician, Albert, oh, his name is Albert too, is worried about my newborn son. Albert is a feeble thing, even compared to other infants. Albert says he may not live to see his first birthday. So, Albert, you must attempt to save my Albert, or so be it, only the strong survive. Yeah, you must save him. Do your best. Do your best, man. He's a good physician, though we have seen good physicians do terrible for us. So, whatever Albert did, I cannot see any improvements in little Albert. My son still seems worryingly lethargic. His subdued cries send chills down my spine. His treatment was unsuccessful. That's quite sad. Let's see what happens here with him before I change my focus, because what I change to might be impacted by whether or not he dies. I hope that we also get better as well from our infection. I don't know though, guys. Definitely could see that being what kills us. Perhaps. I don't know. don't know, just pour a little bit of alcohol in there. We got plenty of it. So hopefully things go well there. I don't know if our wife is going to have any more children because she's 42 years old. But you know what? I was surprised when she had young Albert. So, you know, he might live even with the sickly trait. A lot of times the kids do die when they have that. But you know what? We can be optimistic. Maybe he'll survive. What happened here? Is this a second conflict? Because I thought we had won that conflict. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Oh, he lost an eye. Yeah, he is currently the Caesarian up there. Maybe that's a different one. Maybe I'm looking at something different. Who's this guy? Oh, okay. That's over here. Got it. So he's trying to really extend his power, the Emperor is, into Italy. So the other Emperor, the Holy Roman Emperor, probably isn't too happy about that. The militia training ground has been completed. Excellent. So we'll have more troops under our command. Also, it seems that he wants to appoint us as the commander. I'll have to decline, my friend. We are not doing well. We do not need to go in any more battles. And besides, I like leading my own troops, honestly. Your steward, Baron Nicholas, has collected special tithe. Excellent. More money. Always a good thing. Let's take a look, see if there's anything we can build here. There is not. Maybe look at some of the other provinces that we have. We can look at here, and nothing to build there. Look here. Oops, my bad. Clicked on my face instead. Let's see if there's anything built here. There is. We can get a barracks there if we wanted to. I'm trying to move that goddamn thing. We could also build over here as well. That's another option. Nothing to build there though. How about here? Nothing there. All right. Yeah, it makes the most sense to get the barracks here then. That's the only thing we can get. So yeah, we'll get that built. He's still kicking it. 52 years old. Looks like, did he kill his own daughter? Yeah, he killed his own daughter, who is a bastard. Wow. There's other ways to deal with bastards, Count. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, his son is currently 24 years old. Our son, let's just take a look at our son real quick. He is 7 years old, and he's a playful thing. All right. This can develop into gregarious, deceitful, or rarely into lunatic. So, yeah, that'll probably, with our luck, he'll be a lunatic. Although, you know what? It'd be fun to play as a lunatic. I kind of was really disappointed that we didn't get to play as the lunatic last time. So we could look at creating a alliance with somebody. 2-year-old daughter here that is available for betrothal. We could extend further into this lands. Remember, the Duke actually does like us, despite the fact that we had that war going. He has one daughter, and that's it. He's only 18 years old, though, so... yeah, he may very well have many, many more children. Let's just wait and see. This is why I like to wait and see. To see how things develop, because you never know when you could end up getting a bunch of land from a marriage. Here, just sons here. Does have a... well, she's married, never mind. So, seeing two kind of options for daughters. We could marry our son to the daughter of the Duke of Normandy, which would not really... result in us gaining any lands, but would create an alliance. We could create an alliance with the Duke of Normandy, who's a pretty powerful Duke overall. So that's one option. Another option, of course, is the Duke here and his daughter. Here, you know, once again, this is all going into the hands of the Emperor, so not really much that there is to do there. We could look at, well, it'd have to be like a really young countess. If there's any real young countesses, then perhaps we could find one that would result in us gaining some lands. Yeah, there's not really any young countesses through here. They're all older and already married. But I thought it was worth looking. Yeah, I'm not seeing any, guys. Might be some stuff up here, though. Remember, this is all part of the Latin Empire as well. Good God. Look at this count, man. He's the count of... he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counties. Jesus. Yeah, that's surprising he doesn't have a ducal title at this point. She's the Duchess here. Oh, wow. All right, so is that her count vassal? Maybe not. Yeah, it looks like that's her vassal. Yeah, because she holds all these lands, but I'm not saying... oh, that's the court, my bad. So yeah, she only holds one count herself, one county herself, and her vassal is way more powerful than her. That's interesting. Yeah, he has like over double the troops that she does. There's also Burgundy. We didn't look over here. Oh... there's a countess right there. She's only 6 years old. With no betrothal yet. Something to consider. That can increase our lands. Yeah, that's right on our border here. That's one option, guys. Arranging a marriage there. But, man, there's just far more better situations here. I think we should just wait. Let's be patient. This countess, she doesn't have a betrothal yet, and if we lose it, we lose it. She's only 6 years old. Let's wait. Let's wait, guys. Let's be patient. Our son's not that old yet. We've got plenty of time to arrange a marriage. You never know what will develop. And once you arrange a marriage, a betrothal, you can cancel it. But yeah, I think you lose a lot from doing that, prestige and such, because you didn't honor your agreements. So the Count Raoul of La Marche has inherited a county. Oh, okay. So it looks like our Count has died. He died of cancer, unfortunately. He was possessed as well. Oh, good God. All right. So he's no longer spymaster for us. And yes, we now have a new Count here. He's a fat guy, I can tell right now from his picture. He's sturdy. He's dull. Oh, he's a big old stupid guy. He's content, though, so that's good. Kind and brave. All right, so if we give him a position on our... Oh, he is terrible. Oh, Lord. This guy is garbage. But he's okay with not being on the council. I don't know if he would create a faction. Man, he's so bad. Yeah, he is really, really bad. Like, there's no positions that I would want to give him. I mean, I suppose we can give him, if need be, we can appoint him here. To the chancellor position. Let's see if we can get away with not giving him position. We'll see if he creates any factions and stuff. Because yeah, he won't be able to get any other counts to join the faction with him, but he could end up getting like a ton of like mayors and barons and stuff. So we'll just take a look and see if we can get away with not giving him a title, because I don't really want to give him one. Excuse me, a counselor. He does want to become a counselor though. But man, he's super stupid. If we were a king, then that would be a good one to give to the the advisor position. Oh, we still need to get a spymaster though. My bad. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get our best guy. Probably this bishop here. Yeah, he looks like the best one that we have available. So let's go ahead and make him our spymaster. And then we'll have him scheme, I suppose. Yeah. And the emperor has revoked a county from this baron here. All right. So he used to have a county, and now he's just a little baron. So we could also force marriages, I think, with either one of these. So like, for instance, if we wanted to force, if he refused to marry his daughter to our son, then we could always force that with that favor that we have with him. We also have a favor with our emperor as well. So that's something we need to keep into consideration too. We should probably take a look at our laws. I haven't looked at those in a while. I'm sure there's something we could change. We can't go to max, of course, but we might be able to change something in the council, like grant titles. Would anybody? No, nobody's. Yeah, nobody's willing to let us do that. But we would only need to give off 2 favors, and we just want to give it off to like older guys who would probably not be able to take advantage of the favor at all. Like maybe one of these bishops or the mayor. He's really old. Yeah, let's see if we can't request his support in the council. And we might already have a favor. Oh, he already has a favor from us, so that's not an option. But as you guys can see, he never used it. Let's see what this is first. While passing judgments onto criminals from the safety of your throne, a young noble is brought before you. You quickly come to the conclusion that the man is indeed guilty. Condemning him might not be the wisest choice, as he is of noble birth. If you were to pardon the man, he might prove himself useful to you, as he would be in your debt. So we can release him. And do not forget what I did for you. We'd lose prestige, and we'd get a new courtier. Or we could say being a noble birth means nothing to the dungeons with them. If we had the diligent trait or the just trait, then we definitely wouldn't be willing to release him. We don't have either of those. In fact, we're actually quite a nice guy. So I think it makes most sense to release him. He would owe us a favor. And I suppose we can take a look at him as well, this Emmanuel character, and see how we feel about him. Oh, he's a hunchback. Okay, he's honest though, and he's diligent and brave. He's not a bad guy, and he has very high diplomacy as well. And he would owe us a favor, so we could, of course, make him vote for us and remove the mayor here. You know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and have him continue performing statecraft, I suppose. Yeah, I think that would make the most sense. Also, we can make this dull guy. We can work on swaying him, so he won't be so mad about the fact that I'm not giving him any title, counselor position. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we could also work on... Yeah, there's not really anywhere I really want to expand into, though. Oh, what happened here? Oh, okay. The Emperor owns all these lands. That'd be nice if he'd give me this, but probably not, because it is part of his Paris duchy. All right. I don't see us expanding anymore for a little while, guys, unless we did it through marriage. That was the main one I could see us doing, was that county right there. So yeah, we now have Emmanuel, and we're going to want to have him support us, call in council support here. So we're going to do that. That's council support. That's one character. Now we only need to do one more, and we'll do one of these bishops here. Let's do this guy. Request council support. There we go. So these guys should both agree, and I think he's currently, let me just take a look, make sure he's both giving us favors, so we should be able to pass this law now. So let's go ahead and make that happen. I mean, I like being able to execute whenever I want, but you know what, let's do the grant titles. We did have some problems with that before, so let's do this one first. And of course they will approve it, because these guys were returning favors from us. So we won't be able to pass another law until 1290, guys. Alright, so that looks like it's going to be the end of the episode. We have passed another law that now I think we are almost done with these. Yeah, we just need to get the ruler execution law changed, and then we can do the war declaration one. And then after that, we can completely abolish the council if we so desire, their power. We don't have to care at all what they want. We'll be able to do whatever we want. So yeah, that's the future of our law changing that I see. We got to get this one changed next. So that'll be the end of the episode. We increased our lands. We had another son. He's still alive, by the way. Yes, we also need to change our focus up from family. I'll try to remember to do that next episode. Yeah, he is still alive, so that's good to see. Looking at our son right now. Not too bad stats, I suppose. But yeah, we'll go ahead and change our focus up. I'm thinking maybe doing this one just because we're drunk, so it makes sense that we would want to do that. Another option would be go hunting. I don't know, let me hear you guys' opinion as well on what you think would be a good option for our character, because yeah, I think family focus, I think it would make sense for us to move away from that now. But if you guys enjoyed the episode, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Hope to see you on the next episode, and thanks for watching, guys.